I cried.
Come out of your shell and pitch.
A bigger content creator doesn't have to repost you before you feel like you're doing the right thing. There's a way to properly reach out to brands.
You can't just draft the same message and send it to every brand.
Girl, if you have 1,000 followers, the biggest brands can reach out to you. You know, the more you let yourself get burnt out, the more uninterested you become.
I have cried a lot of times. People think it's just taking pictures and making videos. It's a lot more than that.
If you're going to be a startup, please start with what you have.
There's always a trend of new equipment, a new tripod, a new camera.
This girl literally came to my DM and she's like, girl, you're a babe, but you know your wigs, they are below you.
Delete block, keep it moving. Hello, want to work with you? And I'm like, okay, it's time for me to charge you some money.
Right. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Golibe Nwigwe and I'm very excited to have you here. Today we have a different kind of video, first of its kind. It's a new series that I'm going to be gradually introducing to my channel, and it's called Sip and Spill with my girl. And today I have with me the beautiful Pasheda.
Hi guys, my name is Pasheda. I am a business strategist, content creator and influencer based in Lagos, Nigeria. You can also find me on YouTube at Pasheda. Okay,
you guys see how beautiful she is. We just filmed a YouTube video that you all need to check out. We don't want to spill too much tea.
check it out.
Check it out. Just check it out. It's
The
going
tag
to
will
be
be here.
So today we're going to be talking about everything influencing, content creation, because there's the entire thing. So many people have a lot of questions, and we're here to spill the tea while we sip our drink. So of course we have our drink here.
Yeah, we've been drinking.
Yeah, and I'm going to be serving my guest first because I'm a good host.
Let me not say anything. Thank you.
You're welcome. And pour some for myself. Thank you. Oh, you guys can as well get your own drinks. We have ours here,
so you can relax.
Relax and just watch this video and have a good laugh. So I asked people on my Instagram to just throw every question, every concern they've had as regards influencing and content creation, and people had a lot of questions. Yeah. So we're going to be starting with the first question here. So we're going to start with the first question, and it says, how do I become a content creator? I love that question, and I picked it first because it's just the simplest thing.
Yeah, it's more like an intro.
Yes, exactly. So for me, I think to become a content creator just takes two things: consistency and intentionality. I feel like everybody already creates content.
Yeah. If
you're posting a picture on Instagram, if you're posting a video on TikTok, it's STEM content. But I just think it depends on how consistent you are and how intentional you are about posting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that, I don't know, I think when I hear the term content creator, I'm thinking of being a paid creator.
Okay.
And I think that what makes you a paid creator is the ability to put together. So it's easy to put out videos, easy to put out pictures, but where, as you said, intentionality, when you become intentional about the content you're putting out there and how you're showcasing the brands that you have to, you don't have to be an influencer to be a content creator. You can be a UGC creator. You can create user-generated content. Okay. So you can create user-generated content for brands where they post on their page, and they use to sell their product. So it just basically gives a human feel to their own product. You don't have to share that content for yourself. Page, So before becoming a content creator, you need to know why you're getting into it, what exactly you want to get out of it, and what aspects of content creation you want to go into. You could be a picture creator, video creator. Yes, it's very vast. Yeah, it's very wide. Like it's a lot of depth to it.
Yeah, so. And if we want to talk, if you want us to talk about everything, we're not obviously going to finish this.
Oh my god, it's gonna be long.
Yeah. So quickly moving to the next question. I particularly like this question.
Okay.
And this person asked, how do you deal with negative comments? Does it not get to you and affect you? Do you want to start?
I think for me, first of all, I'm grateful that I don't deal with a lot of it. But there was a time in my life where it felt like someone particularly was trying to troll me with different accounts. Yeah, it was very weird. So I started getting like weird comments, but it was comments targeted at a particular thing. Like, it was so it was during Corona, and I was creating a lot of content at home, and I wasn't even conscious about the fact that I was using the same hair to create content, and this person actually just kept dropping comments under all the videos, all the pictures. Of course, people didn't see, because I'll see it and I'll delete it immediately. And I spoke to my friend about it, and it was just for me, I found it funny because it felt like it was someone that knew me that was doing that. So all this story is just, I'm very confident in the person that I am, and I'm very confident in the content that I put out there. As long as I like it, the brands that I'm sharing it to like it, the people that are my target audience like it, that's all that matters. Look away. If I see a comment that I don't think is decent, or I think is insultive, delete. If I have to block you, I will block you. I never knew the importance of deleting comments until I watched someone's video, and she says that the more you leave the comments there, I think it even brings you down. So like, just because you can come back to it and say
I didn't used to care before. Like, if you want to say what you have to say, that's your business.
No, I think that deleting is even important, because there's something about like a narrative. So when someone else sees, people are picking out things that people don't even see, or they don't even pay attention to. So if you leave it there, you're kind of leaving an opportunity for other people to actually look at whatever this thing is. So delete, block, keep it moving.
Exactly, block. I've had a similar experience, and I think it was even Corona period too. This girl literally came to my DM and she's like, girl, you're a babe, but your wigs, they are below you. You need to change your wigs. They are so horrible.
Funds. Send us money, we'll buy wigs.
I'm like, sister, I don't understand. Are you going to buy wigs for me?
Send funds.
I just blocked her immediately. So the next question here is, how is it like funding? I mean, before getting brand deals. Basically, I would say start with what you have. There's so much pressure on, buying equipment, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but if you're going to be a startup, please start with what you have. And when I started, I had this very small, I'm going to attach a video and a picture of the ring light I used to use, and I just used it. It was okay for me, and I was using natural light. Please, if you don't have enough money to get a ring light for yourself, if you have natural lighting, use natural light. Just basically start with what you have, and then with time you would grow.
Exactly. I think same thing. I think you should just start small. I mean, if you are in a position to, like, maybe you can raise funds, or you have a bit of money, you can do that. Save towards it. Get the important tools first. There's always a trend of new equipment, a new tripod, a new camera, a new phone. There's always something new. See,
before it was ring lights, then it moved
LED
to
lights,
LED lights. Now
there's this round soft LED light. There was soft box. Something will always be out there. Just make sure that you have good quality. And especially for me, it's different because my brother is also a creative, so I watched him use what he had to get to where it was. So see, my brother used to use normal electric bulb, like tape it somewhere, and just see, because we all have different realities, right? So wherever you are, start with what you have. If you have to buy extra bulb to light your back as backlight,
just do it. Please don't be pressured by what you see. As long as you have good quality, even if you're using natural light and quality is good, sis, just keep going. Like,
that's it.
Yeah.
So next question.
So the next question here, it says, how do you deal with burnout? Fashion start.
Personally, I just take a break. I rest, and I try not to have to deal with burnout a lot, because I try to plan a lot. I find that I'm very productive when I plan the things I want to do, and I reduce the mental stress of creating. So there's some time, like this week, this is the only content I've created, as opposed to other weeks where I'm creating like back to back. So I try to space it out for myself so I can rest as well, because this thing is people think it's just taking pictures and making videos. It's a lot more than that. You plan your video, you script the video, you plan your equipment.
You take videos and then you retake, and then you lose videos in the process. You lose videos in the process.
It's a lot. So planning.
Yeah, I think the same thing too. Just take breaks. I'm a lover of taking breaks. Look, the moment I start feeling stressed out, I know, Golibe, it's time. Every other thing can wait, really. Because the more you let yourself get burnt out, the more uninterested you become.
Yeah,
and then like you just start losing interest, like gradually, and it will get to a point where you're just like, you know what, I'm not doing this again. Yeah, so just take breaks. Know when to tell yourself to stop. Yeah, so take breaks and plan. So the next question here says, how long did it take before you got your first PR? how long did it take? So I got very serious about creating content in 2018. That was like ending of 2018.
Yeah.
I got my first PR. So that was like October, November of 2018. I got my first PR the next year, February. So yeah, and that was my first paid. That was my first paid. I was so happy that year, but let's not talk about the amount.
Let's not talk about it. I mean, how long did it take for me to get my first PR? So the thing is, I was a makeup artist before I pivoted into content creation. So I'd gotten free gifts,
Right.
PR, as a makeup artist. But I started taking content pretty seriously last year. Last year was when I pivoted.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I would say 2020, but I was still doing my master's.
2020,
so
right.
I wasn't really focused. I was just putting out content just so I'm not here, but I wasn't doing it for anything. Brands did used to send me stuff in 2020 actually. Yeah, I think 2020 was the year. But before then, I was a makeup artist. My page used to be all about makeup, production. So I used to get free gifts from brand then. Not because they expected me to post anything, but I would usually tell my clients about it. So I mean, I can't really say because I have like interwoven.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question here is, I love this question. See, anything that has to do with mental health, call me.
Psychologist in the
Call
beginning.
me. So this person says, and when I read this question, I smiled. This person asked, how was your mental health when things were not paying off, and what kept you going?
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Okay. How do I even say? Okay, as I said, I started taking content like a bit more seriously last year. So this year was really the year where I decided this is going to be like a proper source of income for me. All through last year is what you offer me, I take, yeah. I mean, I did have a rate card, all of that, but it wasn't as serious as it is now. So now from up until June till now, content and makeup artistry have been the only thing I'm doing. Like I quit my job, right? So it's a lot harder when you're doing two things and you have extra income to supplement, as opposed to when this is the only thing giving you money. And oh man, I was hit with a different reality. I had to like sit down, strategize and re-strategize. I have cried a lot of times. I have cried. I have asked God to show me the way. See, I'm still dealing with it. I mean, it's a lot better, we thank God. But the thing about this job is sometimes you get money, sometimes you
Exactly.
don't.
It doesn't come all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't come all the time.
When
Sometimes you're in your blooming period, and sometimes it's just there.
Yeah.
But basically, I pray, I cry, I pray again. I ask my friends to, help me, pick me to jobs. I try to make friends and, connections, people like in PR agencies. I reach out, I send a lot of emails. It's a lot.
But we're going to get there. Because so many of you also have questions about like how to get paid PRs, how to reach out to brands. So yeah, we're going to get there. I think for me, I just know how to talk to myself and talk myself out of like certain stages. So I never let myself, because it just makes me feel horrible when I start saying, oh, I'm not getting this, I'm not, like, I feel horrible. I don't like feeling horrible. Look, I'm so protective of my mind and my heart. So like, I always tell myself, look, you may not be getting it now, but you're definitely going to get it. And the thing is, I also look at people that have gotten there. They started from somewhere, and when you look at their history, you see that they were also where you are at some point. And so like, if they are able to get to where they are now, then there's hope for me. I would even do much better than them. So I just keep saying, okay, I'm just going to keep my drive. I'm going to improve in my skill. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to, do this better. If I have to upgrade something, I will do it when I can.
Yeah, nice. Love it.
Yeah. The next question here is, how do you put yourself out there for brands?
Show up consistently. That's a short answer.
Show up
consistently
and interact with the brands that you want to notice you. Interact with them. If you have to buy their products, please do. Because if you want a brand to notice you, it's only right that you also
invest in them,
right, or interact with them so they can see you, and
is.
It even gives them more motivation to notice you. They'll be like, oh, this girl actually tags us all the time. This girl actually uses our products. Yeah, so just show up and interact. So the next question here is, for someone who wants to start YouTube with no idea of a niche, what do you advise? Ashada, have the stage.
Hello. when you say you don't have a niche, I think that you do. You don't just know that it is a niche. When you say you want to start YouTube, what exactly do you want to come on YouTube to do?
Exactly.
Right? For me, I knew coming on YouTube for me was just about sharing my life, sharing what I enjoy the most, which was, as at the time, was makeup. Now it is fashion and lifestyle. Like, I enjoy like little things. So these are the things that I want to share, and this is what has created my niche for me. I'm in beauty, I'm in fashion, I'm in lifestyle, because this is what I enjoy doing. For the longest time, I always knew that I wanted a YouTube channel. Like,
Right.
I used to do my makeup and talk to myself in the mirror.
I think everybody has done that as well.
So I always knew that I wanted to be on YouTube. I always knew that I wanted to share tutorials on how to get clean bits. I wanted to share how to change your life. I already knew what I wanted to do, and it may not seem like a niche, but by the time you do your research, those things actually belong to a niche.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you want to share on YouTube is already a niche on its own.
Right. I think the first thing is to ask yourself, what do you enjoy doing?
Yes.
What do you like doing? And the first thing, or the first set of things that come to your mind, just do it. Start it. Like,
Start from there.
when you love doing something, it's easier for you to do it.
Exactly. And nobody says you can't change or you can't
Or exactly.
rebrand,
There's
or
no-
you can't grow.
There's no rule book to YouTube. You see people that do beauty content, they also cook. You know,
Share your life.
honestly,
Enjoy.
just do what you love doing best.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's people that want to watch you would watch you. People that enjoy what you do. As long as you do it well, they still come and watch
And you will learn as you go. to be
Right.
honest.
The next question here, this person wants to know how to grow your followers organically, how to get noticed, how to get the right content to post. Just show up. Just keep posting. For Instagram, for example, you could use hashtags, research.
Yeah.
Use hashtags, you know, research, follow brands, tag brands, keep tagging them. Also interact with people in your niche,
Yeah.
people that do what you do, because that's the only way they're going to see you, you know. So that's, you grow as well. When you interact with people that do what you do, they see your page, they like what you do, they follow you, the followers keep increasing. When you use hashtags, your posts, by the special grace of God, goes viral. And the more viral your post goes, the more
you
people,
grow.
you know, the more you grow, the more people see your page and interact with you.
I think I'm going to address the how to know the right content to post part of the question. I don't think there's ever a right content to post. I think you will keep experimenting till you find what works for you.
Right.
I think we started content creation at a time where it was the in thing and everybody was doing
Yeah.
certain. I know we had a certain conversation like 2020-ish about how we're not doing colorful looks, and what everybody was doing at the time was colorful looks. I don't like colors.
Girl.
You will not catch me on anything loud. And myself and Godibe were literally the only two at the time doing very soft glam. Everybody
Extremely
was doing
soft.
cut crease, double
I mean,
cut
I enjoy
crease.
when I see on other people. I just can't do it, and
I
I've
can't.
accepted it. Like, I don't even want to force it.
But you know, we tried.
We did.
We did it. So that's
So-
that's bringing me to the point where I said there's no
Exactly.
right content to post. You will try things until you figure out what works for you. Now I know I've accepted myself for who I am. I'm a soft glam.
Soft glam to the core.
Even to my fashion, very soft, very minimal, very basic.
Minimal.
And
I
that's
don't
what
even-
I will
I don't
share.
try too much.
And that's what I will share.
And people would love you for what you do, basically. So
Exactly.
just do you. And you're best at doing what you do best. I don't know if you understand. So just keep doing what you're
But
doing.
if you have to experiment, if you have to try different things,
if
do
you're
it.
if you're at the starting stage,
Yes, do it.
experiment,
That's
do
how
it
you find
all,
it.
right? Do it all,
Yeah.
and then like the one that calls you more, the one you're more attracted to, becomes the one
You
that
find
you end
yourself
up setting.
eventually.
Exactly.
You find
You
yourself.
find yourself. So the next question here is, how do I create a media kit or a rate card? How do I negotiate with brands even with small followers? I don't think, can we trash this followers thing? I've said this so many times, and every time I have the chance to, I always say that.
Yeah.
I don't think followers mean anything. As long as your content is good. And I know there's so much pressure on, like, you should have 5K and above, you should have 10K and above. Girl, if you have 1,000 followers, the biggest brands can reach out to you because they see something that
Exactly.
they like.
Exactly.
So just keep doing you. I think you should just focus on the growth of your craft and the quality of your content.
Exactly, the growth will come. So for me, it's same thing. I won't throw away followers, but I don't want people to put their focus on that, because I know sometimes brand will say, oh, we're trying to work with influencers from XYZ to XYZ. If it's not you, it's not you, it's not you. But you will grow, you will get there. But don't let the amount of followers you have limit you
Right.
from negotiating what you deserve. if you think you deserve a certain amount of money, ask for it. The brands that will pay you will come, and if they don't come, I believe you, keep knocking on that door till someone answers, and someone will answer. For Media Kit and Rate Card, please reach out to Belema Ogulu. Thank you.
Her handle is going to be down here,
yes,
and we're going to add more details in the description box. Yeah. She's good at what she does, so just reach out. So the next question here is, how do I charge brands? Same thing. Your charge is going to be in your rate card. So
Belema Ogulu, please, you have people in this video, come and take
Belema will help you out.
Yeah.
So quickly, next question here is, how was it like funding the whole props needed to get quality content? It was a gradual process.
That's it.
It started from somewhere, but we didn't get everything in one day
at all. I think I started content with my iPhone 6.
I started with my iPhone 6 too.
I started my iPhone 6 on my window. I used to tape my iPhone to the window. Like, I'll just tape one up, one down.
Wow.
Yes, and it's so funny. People used to actually repost me that time.
Wow. I started with my iPhone 6, and the next year I had this ring light, this circular, you know, this popular circular ring light, and then it broke, and I started tying it to my window. So I'll get a small scarf.
So every content creator has their
I'll get a small scarf and I'll tie it. And that's even when people were reposting me more during Corona period. I think that was even when I got like my big break. Yeah. So that was what I was doing. Who would have thought?
So literally,
funny enough, my ring light had even spoiled. So I plugged it to a battery that made it blow. So it couldn't be it couldn't get I couldn't change the intensity of the light. So it was on the highest, and it worked for me. So
up until Corona, I was shooting in front of my window, man. Put that camera in front of that window.
Honestly, start from somewhere.
Just say, heaven bless you. You have a big window. Use it.
You have a big window that light comes in.
Use it. So yeah. What's the next one?
The next question here says, oh, this person has a lot of questions. How do you reach out to brands you want to work with for paid gigs? I actually have a draft here, and I'm going to read it out briefly. Okay. But what I'm going to say is, sell yourself. I think there's a way to properly reach out to brands. Yeah. You know, so that they can see, you know, who you are, what you do, and be more convinced, basically. So you can't just, so you can't just enter a brand's DM and be like, I love your brand.
I don't even advise reaching out through DM.
Yeah, right. I love your brand and I want to work with you, you know. So I think there's a way.
There's a format.
Yeah. And I would say to actually go and reach out to Belema as well, because she does amazing.
Follow her on Instagram. See all these things there. She
and reach out to her as well.
Tips.
Right. But I've had this conversation with a brand owner, Beauty Line by Didi, and a lot of people actually came to my DM because they wanted to know the format, and then I realized that so many people don't know that there's a right way to actually reach out to brands. Okay, so I'm just going to read it out briefly. Okay. So the first thing you start with is your greetings. Okay. Then a brief but detailed information about you and what you do. Okay. And then add a few good words or personal experiences from using the brand. Attach 1 or 2 pictures you've created with the brand's products. Ensure these pictures are clean, clear, and detailed. And you can as well attach a link to those pictures. Yeah. So a link to your Instagram page or a link to the particular picture that you have shared. And then you state how you can be of help to the brand.
So
and then
funny.
Closing remarks.
We've never spoken about this, but let me show you my one. I call this thing my one-page media kit. So this is my one-page media kit. Right. It literally says my name. This is not what I sent to brand. What is is attached. So it says my name is Pashada Temitokoe, creator, makeup artist, blah blah blah, lifestyle influencer based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a female navigating through adulthood, blah blah blah. I talk about why I created my channel and what it's about. I create value by sharing my experiences with my audience whilst dropping helpful information. This is telling you how I will share your product. And then I have my insights and all of those things and links. So another thing I do is, you can't just draft the same message and send it to every brand. You can't. Right? So when I'm reaching out to a brand, if I'm reaching out to a candle brand, I attach a link to the link of the picture I'm attaching is something that has to do with their brand. So I'm not going to send you the link to my general profile so you can see maybe the last 2 things I posted were fashion or something. Or if I'm reaching out to has that time to waste to go through the direct link to, because if I'm reaching out to a brand, I've definitely created something that relates to that brand. So I attach that link and send to them. Period.
Right. And then at the end, I wrote this, and I think I want to read this because I feel like so many people are under pressure. So I wrote, the aim is to sell yourself the best way you can and also make the brand believe you are worthy of representing them.
Okay.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Once you've sent that mail, leave the rest to God. Look, sometimes they won't answer you. I don't know if I've told you about my first experience.
Oh my God.
Sometime in 2020, I reached out to 20 brands. None of them answered me. Ha! I cried.
Let's not talk about it.
Ah! But then guess what? The next year I had my big break, and you see all those brands that saw my email and didn't answer me, they all started following, they all started reaching out, they all started reposting my content. So you see, you'll definitely get there.
A lot of no's. You get a lot
of no's.
I send mails to brand every week. Every week. It's part of my admin routine.
Some of them won't even answer you.
They won't even do as if they saw the mail. What are we talking about?
They
a brand that I worked with recently, very recently, I reached out to them last year. They didn't answer me. I think they opened the mail or something. I reached out to them via mail and via DM because what I even sent to their DM was to ask for the right email to reach out.
Right. So you also need to do that. So like we said, we don't advise you DM brands if you want to reach out to them, but you can ask them what email it is they can that you can, reach out to.
So as I said, this brand just opened the message. On Instagram you can see same, and they didn't see anything. And this year they were in my emails like, hello, want to work with you, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to charge you some money.
Right. You see, so that's when you now charge with your full chest.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy, babes.
Alright, next one.
Next question here is,
was that where you love you?
Sorry. Why do bigger content creators dislike giving smaller content creators shout outs?
I'm a smaller creator, so I can talk from a smaller creator's perspective. I do not feel entitled to anybody, and I repeat, anybody giving me a shout out or anybody collaborating with me or anybody sharing my post. If you do, bigger creator, regular person, whoever you are, I am super grateful and I appreciate it. And I say this thing a lot. People that share and engage on our content are the reasons why we do what we do. But that sense of entitlement that someone should share you or someone, straight away.
Honestly, don't wait for someone to share you before you start feeling like you're worth it.
So that's what I'm saying. The sense of entitlement, straight away. Whatever reason they have, people see, you guys forget that content creators and influencers are actually human beings. They have hell of things going on with them in their lives behind the scene. They show you what they can and what is related to their content. This person might be battling for their life and you're there saying,
you did not shout me out, you didn't share my post.
So throw away the
just throw it away, honestly. And keep doing you. A content creator doesn't have to, a bigger content creator doesn't have to repost you before you feel like you're doing the right thing.
And if you actually really want them to, create a relationship with them, offer value to them, because you need something from
relationship.
Them. Don't go and, if you fake it, they will know. Because they've blown, so they know how many people are faking it in their DM. So create a genuine relationship, offer value to them in ways that you can. Carry their own content on your head as well, and they will notice.
Interact with their posts, comment, drop comments. Every content creator, big or small, they know the people that relate with them the most.
We see you, we
like
know
they
you,
know their handles. They know their handles. Right at the top of their head, even because the more consistent you are, they're always like, oh, this girl, this Gloria, oh, this girl.
It's very easy to notice people. I know my top 10 people.
Me too. I just mentioned one of them.
My name is Milola. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Gloria.
Love the girl so much.
The next question here is, can you approach brands you want to work with? Yes.
We already answered that.
In fact, do that.
Always, don't wait.
And then this person also says, if you have about 300 plus followers on IG and 500 plus subscribers on YouTube, can you approach to a brand?
Yes, you can.
If you have 1 follower on IG and 2 subscribers on YouTube, you can approach a brand.
I think when people see this whole content creation and influencer thing, they think that the only thing you have to sell to a brand is your audience. No. You sell your content, the usage rights to your content. If you have 100 subscribers and you, as I was saying, if you have 100 creators and you have like a badass camera, or you're a badass, in short, you don't have to have a camera, but you're a badass photographer, or you can take good pictures or create clean videos, reach out to brands. Don't sell your audience because you don't have that yet. Sell your content. Brands need content to sell and to market. You need to understand that in marketing, content is something they have a budget for.
Right.
So reach out and sell your content. Leave the audience part out of it. Sell what you have at this time. When you grow and you blow, they will find you.
Right.
So they'll find you.
Yeah, you don't even have to do too much. They would reach out to you. So the next question here is how to get PR from brands, local and international. Like, I think have we addressed the local one? I think it's positioning. First of all, keep doing what you're doing. Be consistent in what you do. Improve your skills. You know, if you're a makeup person, if you're a beauty influencer, you can go for master classes, improve how you apply your makeup, and then positioning as well.
Yeah.
I believe, and I'll always say this, for example, if you want to work with international brands and even local brands, there's nothing stopping you from actually purchasing their products. I feel for national brands, for local brands, so I mean Nigeria, so I will just say Nigerian brands, it can be easier because if you're
the same demographic,
right, if they see another person, so there's something that we usually do, we always share each other's posts. So a Nigerian brand can actually see my post on Pasheda's page and they're like, oh, we want to work with her. But for international brands, it's different. And I would always say the easiest way is to just buy their products, right? And I don't mean splurge your money, because of course they sell in dollars, but you can buy, look, elf concealer, or even the littlest things, Maybelline foundation, Maybelline powder. They are international brands as well, these drugstore brands. And I'll say start from small. So start from the drugstore brands. If you have, you know, access to more international brands here in Nigeria, purchase from the people who are retailing in Nigeria. If you need to purchase any international brand, drugstore, high-end, you can reach out to me. I have a store, Shop Golibe Hub, and we're even going to be hosting sales if we're not already doing that right now. So basically, just reach out to me or send a DM to Shop Golibe Hub, and we'll collect a makeup, you know, collection for you at the best prices possible. So basically, use their products, tag them. Look, tag them, and even if they don't notice you, I mean, they will notice you if you tag. The truth is, they will notice you. Look, if you tag them consistently, and if you do, you know, quality content, if you create quality content, they are going to notice you. Also, do your research. So you think about international brands, they usually have their hashtags. So you could go through their page. Sometimes it's on their bio, sometimes it's on one of their like posts. So just go through their posts, and so
check the hashtags they follow.
Right. So for example, for Maybelline, it can be Maybelline Black, and also then check the hashtags they follow. So basically, like, if you do your research, you're going to see all these things. It's going to be easy, and I feel like the more intentional you are about it, the more you start seeing, you know, all these things and getting more information on how to work with both local and international.
Another thing is make the right connections. Ask questions. But don't just go ask a random person though.
Right.
Have a good relationship with people and ask them
That's
questions.
why building a relationship is very important.
And for local brands, I think here I have more experience with national brands like Nigerian brands, or even when I work with international brands, I usually work with them through agencies that are in Nigeria. See, if you're in Lagos, you have a upper hand. Network. Find these people and network. They are PR babes that are sitting on your money.
But you don't know that.
You don't know.
And they're very easy
because
to
they're
find.
not looking for them.
They're not even hiding. When you find one, you find the
And I'm
rest.
not saying find them and go and be doing coverhead friendship or just
you know the thing is, you don't even have to be friends with them. Just pitch.
Just pitch.
Nobody
but
has
nice
time for
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Be nice about it. Be cordial about it.
And be smart about
it. Reach out to people. You have to see. Do you know how many creators there are in the world? There are a lot of us. So come out of your shell and pitch yourself. You have to be confident enough to pitch yourself. And yeah, the world is your. Is it what they say?
The world is your playground, right?
Yeah, the world's your playing ground.
Yeah.
Feel free to play. I don't even know if that's the correct thing. Moving on.
So the next question here is, must you niche down? What if you're interested in beauty and fashion?
That's it.
As simple as that. You can do beauty, you can do fashion, you can do hair, you can do what else? Skincare. You know, everything is in one.
To be fair, I always say this thing that what we call beauty, which is makeup, hair, skincare, fashion, they're all beauty.
That's it. They're all beauty.
They're beauty.
So that's niching already.
Yep.
So the next question here is, What type of brands don't you like working with?
There are brands that don't align with my personal value.
Right.
So the thing is, I am a brand myself, and I have like personal values and values that my brand aligns with. When a brand reaches out to me, I'm going to tell you one straight up: I don't do whitening skincare.
That's the first. You know, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
You guys, if I tell you the amount of this,
I don't work
DMs
with
and
I don't
emails.
I don't work with so many skincare brands. Like
Once I see whitening or Snow White or
papaya,
I'm
or carrots.
out the door. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't work with whitening, you know, Snow White.
Certain type of skincare brands.
Certain type of
basically.
skincare brands. I mean, I love skincare brands that I would be proud to use, and I'm just using skincare brand as an example. But literally, if I cannot use your product and be proud to say I've used this product,
Right.
that means you don't align with my personal value,
Right.
and that means we can work together.
Right. Basically, I just don't work with brands that I can't showcase.
Yeah.
Like if I'm so scared or if I'm thinking twice about it, I won't give you my best shot. So I'd rather just not.
It has to be something I can carry on my head, because all the
Honestly.
brands I've worked with, I love you guys to my chest. Look at my hand. These are my people. You know,
what do I have? I don't have anything.
This is shop
Oh, my face.
Yeah, so
My face,
my
the whole
face
makeup,
too, my
everything.
face too. Like so, I carry my brands on my chest like this, online, offline. I ride hard for them, and that's it.
Right.
The next question.
The next question here is, this person says, what advice do you have for a 14-year-old content creator?
Oh, I'm so proud of you. 14.
That's early.
Oh,
Keep it going.
Super proud of you.
Keep it going.
You started so early.
Yeah, keep it going. So just follow everything that we've said.
So far.
Yeah.
Follow, and I think at this age you should follow people that actually share content creation, because it's very easy to get lost.
Yeah.
Even at our time, it's still very easy to
Yeah.
get lost. But there are creators that actually share growth tips, what to do. What you have, the advantage you have is your time. You started early.
Really
you have time to
early.
make mistakes, to try, to fall, to stand. You have the time.
Right.
In your 20s, you will be thriving. Seriously,
You will
thriving.
thrive because
Yes.
you're 14. Wow.
Oh, you have so much time.
Nah, that's good. Keep going.
Keep going.
And
Proud
you
of
know,
you.
proud of you. I see in the next 10 years. I
Yeah.
think content creation is going to be a really big deal. What do you think? Do you think it's going to go extinct?
Nope.
I think it's
that
going to be.
I feel like for some reason it will become like a course kind of thing.
Yes,
People will
I think it's
start
going to be.
study
You know, now it's an actual job, but
Yeah.
people don't see it as an actual job.
especially
I
in
think
this part of the world.
exactly. I think in 5, 6, 10 years to come, it's going to be an actual job, like an actual source of income. Because in the past year, say like for 2 years now, we've seen how the content creation industry has just morphed.
Basically, digital marketing is taking over
Right.
traditional media.
Yeah.
And once you say digital marketers, or you say anything about digital marketing, you need content to do digital media, and that's where we come in.
So this question is so funny.
Very funny. I just read it.
This person says,
Wait, let me read it. So this person says, why do Nigerian creators gatekeep stuff like locations they take pictures in? It's so silly. I see foreign creators give out this information like it's nothing.
do people do that?
I think people do.
Really?
And hear me out. I don't like people that are entitled. That's number one. This
Right.
person sounds like they are very entitled to information. Do you know how hard it is, especially if you're an outdoor creator? Shout out to outdoor creators. It is hard to find locations in this Lagos. And if I want to keep that information and put it together as a package to sell, I will.
Really? I never thought of. I just thought the question was really funny. I didn't even think it was something that people actually do.
Now, I'm not talking about random restaurants to go and create content. No, I'm talking about there are creators like The Black Velvet, Bola Montana, Being Glory, Sofe Temiloluwa. These people do literally all their content outdoor. Believe it, I tell you, it is hard.
So why do they hide it? If I mean, what's the big deal?
Do you know how?
Nobody's
Now let me
fighting.
let me speak from, because I've spoken to one of them, and I try to do outdoor content sometimes, and I spoke to one of them, and she told me what it took for her to find the locations. Because if you check her profile, check this babe's profile, you will know she's in Nigeria. The kind of place, and I'm not talking about the regular place to go and snap pictures. That's what I'm saying. The kind of place she takes her pictures, you will not even know she's in Nigeria. Do you know what it took her? She has to drive around Ikoyi to start noticing places to take pictures. First of all, she goes there on Sunday mornings when people are not even there. So she can take, we're talking in front of stores, in front of houses, in front of different places. First of all, and I don't even, there's a place me and this person created content and people were asking for the location. I didn't even know the name of the street. But it took us driving around Ikoyi for about an hour to finally find somewhere to take pictures. You find another place, you stay there. Security will tell you, you can't take pictures here. So I don't feel entitled to anybody's knowledge because people do the work. People do the research. It's very easy to go to, it's not even easy self, but you can easily go to a restaurant, take a picture and come out. Or find a white wall outside. Being Glory, I know that Being Glory goes out every week to scout for locations. This is someone's hard work and sweat. This is their investment towards their content. If they decide to share with you, good and fine. If they don't, and maybe because you're not being nice about it enough, because some people just enter your DM and say, where did you take this picture?
Right, they do that. Please, also, that's something that, I mean, this is not the video for it, but look, if you're trying to ask something from your favorite creator or you want to know something, be polite.
Yeah, it takes people.
You can't be like, send me this picture.
And you get,
where did you get this? Don't do that.
It takes people years, it takes people research, it takes people time to actually find the things that they have or the things that they are open to. So don't just say it's so silly. Congratulations on it being silly.
I think because I'm not an outdoor creator, I
Yeah.
couldn't really relate to the question. But Pasheda and I just had like a little chit chat like behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and I've come to really understand the thing about influencing. You're also a brand. So if these
Exactly.
creators are going to certain locations and they're not tagging, it's for a reason. These locations are not paying them to create content at their place or at their spot, and they actually
it might
also
not be a taggable location. It might just be a random place.
right, and they actually go through a lot. You don't want to go to that location and experience like the harassment that they've experienced,
Thank you.
the stress, you know. So I think like once you start seeing things, also think about it in like the shoes of the influencer
Creator.
or the content creator. I mean, I think I understand. Honestly, I thought the question was really funny, and I'm like, do people really do this? Why would they hide? You know, why would they hide?
Because you're not an outdoor creator.
Right.
And I literally just showed her like 4 outdoor creators and I asked them, do you actually know these people are in Lagos from their pages?
No, not really.
Guy, they shout out to outdoor creators, man. You people
So the
are-
thing is, if you want to know, you see, like we already spoke, like interact with them.
be nice.
Don't be fake. Interact with them. And you know the thing is, content creators, we actually interact a lot, like both online and physically.
Yeah.
So sometimes they actually need help, like they need a second hand or they need a partner when they're going to create
Do you know the
content.
funny thing is, most creators actually
Need a
because
partner. So
most
you can
content
be that
creators,
partner
yeah,
and
because
you
I create
know-
outdoor content sometimes, and sometimes if I want to create outdoor content, I can't do this on my own.
On your
I reach out to
own.
like creator friends, like,
Right.
hey, how far? Are you
And
trying
they
to create
share
content this
ideas,
week?
they share
Let's
the
do
best
this together.
places to go to, you know, places that have the best sunlight or places that fit your aesthetics. Basically, just, you know, just interact. You see, the thing about being an influencer is so many people feel, or a content creator, so many people feel entitled to your lifestyle. I think that's something that people, like, we should really cut. All right, so that's the last question. We don't want to let this video go too long,
You know?
right? To outstretch it. We have a lot to say.
A lot. But I think that it's been fun. So
We're already
far.
jumping, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
been fun so far. Let's know if you want us to do more of this. And we finally come to the end of this video. If you got here, I have mad love for you. Thank you for getting here. Thank you for staying. I hope you loved everything that we talked about.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want us to do more videos like this. You know, this is a series, so expect me to be sipping and spilling
With
with
her
my
guests.
girls. So before we end, please like this video, drop comments. I want
the channel.
to hear your takes. You know, drop comments. I like responding to you guys. Let me see what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and
Yeah.
most importantly,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Share.
Share to your
Share.
family and friends, to your
Share.
loved ones, to your favorite people.
Share.
Basically,
But
just share
the
to
video.
everybody.
Yeah. It
And
was nice to be
it
here.
was nice to be here with you. I hope you guys enjoyed my beautiful guest.
Subscribe to my
if
channel.
you know me, you know her. If you know her, you know
Yeah.
me. Subscribe to her channel, please.
Yeah.
It's going to be down
Yeah,
there.
you can find me at Pasheda on YouTube and _Pasheda on Instagram, Pasheda on TikTok, everywhere.
Everywhere,
I have one
Pasheda.
name, Pasheda
And
baby.
I'm also going to be attaching the video that we just filmed
Yay.
up there. So get familiar with this brand, with this baby. Until next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.